everybody, welcome back to my channel and thanks so much for watching today. Today I have a grocery haul because I had a comment on one of my cash envelope stuffings about the budget that I set myself for my groceries and could I go through what I normally get for that amount. So that's what I'm going to do today. So before I jump into everything, I just want to run through a couple of things really quickly because I think when people are doing their grocery shops, you need to understand their lifestyle for it all to kind of make sense. So I tend to spend between 30 and 35 euro on my grocery shop per week. At the moment, I'm shopping in Dunnes because they are doing a promotional offer where if you spend 40 euro, you get 8 euro off. So for 32 euro, essentially, you're getting 8 euros free worth of goods. So I'm going to show you what I got for that free money in a second. But first of all, just to run through a couple of other things. So I am single, so everything that I buy is only for me for 1 week. Second of all, I'm incredibly lucky because I get free fruit at work. So we get Monday to Friday, anything provided in the office. We get apples, oranges, plums, pineapples, raspberries, strawberries. It's really, really good. It's one of our healthy eating initiatives and it saves people a ton of money. And on Fridays, everybody leaves the office with big bags of fruit so we can take it home over the weekend as well. It's great. So I actually have this big, massive fruit bowl, which is empty because I ate everything that I took home already. But I bring fruit home on a Friday and I fill this up for the weekend. And then the third thing is, if you have been a subscriber of mine for a while, you will know that my dad passed away towards the end of last year. And when he was sick and after he died, my appetite drastically just diminished. I really wasn't hungry, and after he died, probably up until Christmas, I wasn't eating very much at all. So at the moment my appetite is definitely getting better and I'm very conscious of it, but it's still not huge. So I wouldn't be eating the biggest amounts, but I'm definitely improving and I'm getting there. So just keep that in mind when you're watching this video, and let's jump into everything that I got. So the first things I'm going to start with are back here. So these are what I got for that kind of 8 euro extra. So I got this Irish rapeseed oil, which is 500 ml, and this was 4.99. And this is what I use to cook with. And I picked this up because this one that I'm currently using is nearly empty. Then I got this 6-pack of Diet Pepsi. So as a rule, I try not to drink soft drinks. I maybe have one once a week, once every 2 weeks, but I do like to have them in the fridge for when I do fancy one. These were on special offer, so they were 6 for 3.50. And then because I don't drink soft drinks, I do like to have squash in my, well, I call this squash. I don't know what other people call it. Some people call it cordial. I don't know. I call it squash. So I got this My Wadi double concentrate with no added sugar, and I like to have this with sparkling water. And that was 2.20. So these three items here. So these three items here are what I got for the free 8 euro. So moving on to everything else. So here I have 2 packets of the McCambridge's whole wheat bread. I absolutely love this. This looks like a lot of bread. This isn't just for 1 week. These 2 go in the freezer and I will pull them out as required. So they will last me at least a month, if not longer. Then I got some wholemeal bread. This is Irish Pride wholemeal. It's just a small little half pan and that was on special offer and that was 1 euro. Then behind it, I have a carton of Avonmore smooth carrot and coriander soup. They normally have an offer which is 2 for 3 euro, but they didn't have that today. So I just got 1 carton and this was 1 for 2.19. I will get 2 meals out of this. I'll get either a lunch and a dinner or 2 dinners or 2 lunches, and I'll have that with normally some toast, and I really, really like that. So then next up, I picked up some Avonmore Slimline milk. This is 500 ml and this was 76 cents. So I probably won't even get through a full one of this. I get milk provided in the office as well, and I have my breakfast in the office and the majority of my tea and coffee I drink in the office. So I only keep this here if I want to make hot chocolate or if for some reason I am having breakfast in the apartment. Next up, I have these free range corn-fed large eggs. So these are a box of 6. I love eggs. I go through 6 in a week easily. I love them scrambled or to make omelets and chuck in other bits and bobs. And these are 1.99. Then here I got 2 slices of this barbecue ham from the deli. So I used to buy the family pack of Carol's or Brady's, which was normally 5 slices for 2 euro. But what I found was that I was throwing out about half of the packet because I don't eat a lot of ham throughout the week. It's something that I've tried to cut down on over the past year, I would say, just to cut down a little bit on processed meat. So I now just buy 2 slices from the deli and that is perfect for me. I will make sandwiches or I'll have it in my omelette. But I really like this particular one, so it was 2 slices for 1.46. Then behind it, I have a packet of free range Irish chicken breast fillets. So there's 2 in this packet, 2 for 4.99. I normally would get a 3-pack, but last week I actually bought a 3-pack and I didn't end up actually using any of them. They're in my freezer. So I'm going to use these ones, and then I can take out chicken from the freezer as I need it throughout the week. So I really like these again for dinner, or I will cook the 2 of them, have one for dinner and bring one into the office for lunch. Then here I have these Petit Filou yogurts. I know that these are for kids, but I really like these. The raspberry and apricot ones, but that's okay. I like these flavors as well. And these were $1.97. Then I got 1 lemon, so I like to use this when I'm cooking, and I also like to make lemon in hot water sometimes, so this was 55 cents. Then I picked up a little snack, I don't know what you call this, a snack pot of grapes. So as I mentioned, I get free fruit, but I have eaten all the fruit that I brought home and I'm just craving some grapes. I'm going to pop these in the fridge for a while to make them nice and cold, and it was €1 for this little packet. Then I picked up a bag of organic white potatoes. So normally I get sweet potato, but I have had so much sweet potato in the past couple of months that I'm kind of sick of it. So I've gone back to normal potatoes, and I will have these with my chicken, or I might make some homemade chips and freeze them. But I just fancied a change, so I picked up those. Then here I have and they were €2. Here I have a cucumber. So this was 67 cents. Now I actually hate cucumber. I can't stand the taste of it. It's one of the things that I have tried to make myself eat and put in salads, but I just hate it. So you're asking, why did I buy a cucumber? Well, the only way that I can stomach it is if I put it in smoothies, and I do really like having green smoothies. So what I do is I chop up this whole thing and I just add it to the smoothies that I make throughout the week. And it's not too bad if I mask it with other stuff, and I feel like I'm still getting the benefit of eating cucumber without actually getting the taste. So that's a really handy hint if you are trying to get more greens into your diet. If you really can't stomach the taste of them, I suggest chucking them into a smoothie, popping some fresh fruit in there. I find something like pineapple or mango really helps kind of mask the taste, and that way you are still getting some of the green goodness. Then here I got a packet of sugar snap peas. I love sugar snap peas, and this was $1.79 for this bag. Then I got a packet of parsnips, one of my favorite vegetables. This was €1. I got a packet of carrots. Again, I love carrots, so I will roast the parsnips and carrots and I'll have them with the chicken, and that was €1 as well. Then I got this packet of ready to wash spinach leaves, and this is €1 for this carton, I guess you call it. So I will wash all of this now, put it in a bowl in the fridge, and I will use that with lunches, and I'll also put some into my smoothies. Then behind it here, I got some freshly frozen mango chunks. So I like to make my own smoothies. So normally I will put in some of the dreaded cucumber, the spinach leaves, either frozen mango, frozen pineapple, some flax seeds, and whiz it all up in my handy little NutriBullet, which is there, which I absolutely love. But I really like these. They're €2 for a packet, and they do loads of different types and duns, but they're really handy to have in your freezer. And then finally, moving on to the treat stuff. My treat drawer is looking a bit empty, and I was craving some chocolate, so I picked up this packet of Rolos, and I think they were about $1.50. They were on special offer. And then I also picked up this 6-pack of barbecue hula hoops, which I will keep in my treat drawer as well, and they were also $1.50. So the total amount of everything that I spent this week was, there you can see it there, $41.58, and then I had the discount voucher for €8 off, and they're running that promotion next week, so I will do exactly the same thing next week. Next week I think I'm going to use the €8 to stock up on rice and pasta and other things that I like to keep in my cupboard. So that is an overview of everything that I got for my grocery shop this week. If you have any questions or comments or feedback, please leave them below, and I will chat to you in my next video.